Nice.
Let's go ahead and make them NXT 25 North American Championship Velveteen Dream against Tyler Breeze. Now, I want to say this is not confirmed. Not confirmed. Andrew, Jeremy, and I theorize that Tyler Breeze is the famed $500,000 man. It just makes sense. If you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe a month ago, around the time I broke the Revival news, because that's how it came about, Jim Ross said he had reached out about a guy in his early 30s who had been on the road quite a bit that could help out AEW an awful lot, that wasn't on TV, and was told that that person got $500,000 to re-up with WWE per year. Now, that's been thrown around quite a bit by a lot of people. To me, it would make an awful lot of sense because Tyler Breeze immediately started to get used after this news emerged, whether it be in NXT or otherwise. I think that Tyler Breeze is a hell of an opponent for Velveteen Dream, and I don't discount the possibility of him winning this match if he is the $500,000 man. If he's not, I think Velveteen Dream retains. What do you think, Alex?
I think that there's in the pantheon of former NXT guys who were, beloved at Full Sail, and then just when they got the opportunity on the main roster, they were loved as well, but also just forgotten about by creative, by the people in charge, not by the fans. Whenever Tyler Breeze is used as part of Breezango, people loved him, but forgotten about. But the perfect guy to go back to Full Sail and reclaim all that love and be utilized properly as a returning conquering hero would be Tyler Breeze. I think because of that reason, that is a much larger chance that Tyler Breeze wins this and stays in NXT at least for a while. Especially if they have plans of seeing what might happen if, Velveteen Dream would get called up. But I still think Velveteen Dream is more likely than not, say 60-40 to win the title, but that's a big 40% chance for Tyler Breeze, what I would think it would be impossible maybe a month ago.
Matt Riddle versus Roderick Strong. Matt Riddle's got to win this.
Matt Riddle absolutely wins it, yeah.
Shayna Baszler versus Io Shirai. Shayna Baszler, I don't necessarily see coming up to the main roster anytime soon. I don't know. I'm just so soured on the main roster because of the wild card thing.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, man, if Shayna Baszler wants to come to the main roster, why remove her from NXT? What rule is there that prevents that? I think she probably retains, but it wouldn't shock me to see Io win this.
I love the idea of her going up to the main roster, joining forces with Asuka and Kairi Sane, and becoming like this evil Joshi trio that ruins everyone's lives while smiling at the camera. Like with Paige there just smirking and doing all the talking for them and stuff. That's great. They're never going to do it because you got Kairi Sane and Asuka, who said, 3 weeks ago now, we're the number one contenders for the women's tag team champions, and they haven't been on TV since. I don't know what they're doing with them. You brought up Kairi Sane, team with Asuka, and never put them on TV. So please, Io, win this match. Stay in NXT for a year. Be awesome there. I love that they introduced the crazy, brutal side of Io that she had in Japan with that kendo stick attack. She's got levels to her, and she could absolutely be a foil for the horsewomen down there.
Vacant NXT Tag Team Championships, the ladder matches is going to be really good, probably. Lorcan and Birch, the Street Profits, Forgotten Sons, Undisputed Era. I think it is downright stupid that the War Raiders vacated these championships, because this match is tailor-made to get the titles off somebody while protecting them. That is dumb. You don't need to do that. They are not hurt at all losing the titles. And you know what? It wouldn't make for a predictable finish even if they were in this and lost it, because you got 3 other teams vying for that. You have the Street Profits, who have been just criminally misused for most of their duration.
Man.
You have the Forgotten Sons, who have been inexplicably pushed throughout their duration, and the Undisputed Era, who deliver at all times. And they are seen as a main event level tag team, Alex.
Yeah.
Not easy to do. Lorcan and Birch, that they could have been could have been the team that was left out, in my opinion.
Sure, but they're fan favorites. They're always going to be over with the crowd. They're workman-like headbutts and crazy running slaps and stuff. They're going to get they're going to do a lot of the brutal bumps, I think, in this one are going to be those guys. I agree with you. I agree with you about the Viking Raiders thing, but remember, Sean, they couldn't be in this in NXT matches because they're being used so often on Raw. You know, they're in almost every segment on Raw, and they had so many matches since they vacated these titles. Sarcasm. Like, I don't understand what the hell is up with that. Why you make that choice to have them vacate the titles and then never use them on the brand they were called up to. That doesn't make any sense. The team that absolutely should win it and deserves to, even to have a very short run, is Street Profits. Those guys are so over with Full Sail. Montez Ford is an athlete like very few I've ever seen in a WWE ring. That guy has star written all over him, whether it's with Angelo Dawkins in tow or not. Street Profits should win this, but I agree with you. I think Undisputed Era does win.
Somebody says Undisputed Era won't win. Fish is hurt. When has that ever stopped Undisputed Era from winning anything? They
can free bird the titles if they come out with the belts.
And the reason I think they'll win, if not them, then it should be Street Profits. I would like to forget the Forgotten Sons. I would like to really...
Their incessant push has me worried that they're going to come out with the titles.
You're not going to like one of the teams that are in line for a push. I'll tell you off the air because I can't confirm it with two sources. But the image that I see at the end of this show is the Undisputed Era holding up 3 titles, because I think it's Adam Cole's time to win the NXT Championship. I think Gargano has had his run. He had his crowning victory, and I think it is Cole's time.
Yeah.
He should be the face of NXT.
Yeah, this is interesting to me. I think that particularly I want Adam Cole's prophecy of everybody in Undisputed Era carrying a title belt to come true. Because otherwise the prophecy is worthless. He never should have made it. Because you control this when you write stuff. So if you don't have a plan to eventually get to that point where they're all going to be dripping with gold, then don't ever have him say it. So I love the idea of eventually having, if Tyler Breeze comes out with that title, having both Matt Riddle and Roderick Strong coming off of a battle where Matt Riddle beats Roderick Strong. I mean, in a really hard-fought match, but wins with a roll-up or something. They both want the North American title, and you get Roderick Strong winning that title. So there's Kyle and Bobby have the tag titles, and yes, you're right. Adam Cole absolutely needs the NXT title, and if you get Roddy to have that North American strap, even for a month or two, the image of all 4 guys holding up a belt as that Undisputed Era slaps that song, I mean, that's going to be a really cool thing to build around for the next year.
Kona Reeves should join the Forgotten Sons.